Friday. I'm on my way to Maryland for work. Check out some houses, properties down in Maryland. Check some of those out today. Should be, I wouldn't say a long trip, medium trip. I got one joint roll. Probably won't even smoke it. I wouldn't say I'm not in the best mood right now, but I'm just thinking about death, man. I had my sister died yesterday. Rest in peace, Natalia Tranks. To know Natalia is to know energy. If you knew Natalia, you knew it don't matter what she was going through, she was going to be her authentic self. She was going to lead with positivity. She was going to be upfront and honest with you. She was going to be vulnerable. She wasn't a liar. She wasn't the type of person that'll throw shade and hide her hands. She was the ultimate supporter, ultimate family person, ultimate mom, you know what I mean? Ultimate hustler, always trying to figure it out, always putting shit together, putting plays together. Yeah, man, she passed away yesterday, and it just reminded me of, how much more I gotta live my own life. This shit is not promised. We will be gone at some point. None of us are making it out of here alive. And I think the closer we move towards that concept, I think the more the more value we'll place on our own lives, our own goals, our own dreams, thoughts, relationships. I'm never going to be able to talk to her again. This is not a foreign concept. We've all lost loved ones, but this one is different, man. I can't even remember a time where I did not know my sister. Just looking at her life overall, it was one of triumph. It was one of lessons, setbacks. There was a lesson at least the lesson that I learned from her is in optimism. You gotta be optimistic. Matter of fact, I'm posting a video on my YouTube now. You gotta be optimistic. You gotta give yourself grace. You can't beat yourself up. That's one thing I recognize about her. I don't know if she had any self-doubt. If she did, she never portrayed it. Before she passed away, she was starting a mobile laundry care or laundry service. And for her to even come up with some shit like that amidst some of the other things she had going on, it's just beautiful, man. It speaks to her resilience. It speaks to her genius. It speaks to her unwillingness to give up. You know what I mean? I remember she moved down South Philly. Anybody know about anything about South Philly? It's a wild place. You know what I mean? And, she's seen so many different things. She's lived so many different lives, affected so many different lives, but she had it rough from the beginning. You know what I mean? And I'm just thankful for her life. Even in passing, I just remember her smile. Just the biggest smile, like the biggest smile, man. Always laughing, joking, cutting up. Always. I don't think although she had a temper, she had a crazy temper. That's partly where I get my temper from. It might even run through our family, But she never was in a bad mood. I never seen her in a bad mood, and that just really affects me because I be in some bad moods. Sometimes I don't be feeling like, whatever the fuck. Sometimes I'm not as much of a people person as I, may come off to be. Sometimes I be in my thoughts. Sometimes I don't give myself enough grace. And it's strange, but it is what it is. But, that's one thing I'm going to take from her is she rose above the madness. You know what I mean? We all got our shit with us. But long as we put our best foot forward, we'll be cool. That's kind of what I talked about in the other interview, but not interview, but the other video I just posted. But welcome to the OGPOV universe, man. We're kicking game from an OG point of view. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Let me know how you're feeling. You know, if nobody asks you today, let me know how you're feeling in this moment. You know, I really genuinely want to know. So if you're watching this, let me know how you're feeling in the comments, what you got going on for the weekend. And just make sure you reach out to the people that you love. You know, a lot of times, you know, I live far away from my blood family. And I'm not really a phone type person. You know, I be caught up in my own shit. You know how this shit go. But it's no excuse, man. Because, you know, when it's done, when it's over, it's over. You can't reach out to niggas no more in death. It's over. Anything you had to settle with them, anything you want to tell them, you could express yourself, it's over. You know, you gotta, you know, be good to your people. I remember one of the last conversations I had with Natalia. I gave her flowers. Like, yo, you really rose, you know, up out the concrete, man. Pun. But like, I was just so proud of her. Just so proud of her, you know, betting on herself. You know, she's always been one of my biggest supporters through anything I ever decided. You know, no matter girl choices, professions. You know, me being a trainer, she always supported me in my gyms. She always supported me as a father, as a brother. Always had my back. She taught me what it was to be tough, to be fearless. That's how I plan to live my life moving forward, man. And just because, you know, being fearless, I'm learning this. Being fearless doesn't mean that you won't be scared or it won't be trying times, or, you know, fear is a real thing. Somebody, you know, pulls a fucking gun out on you and put that shit in your face. It's okay to be scared. But, you know, your response to that fear is what defines us. Our response to the fear is what defines us. So, boom. There's a fight, flight, or freeze response to fear. You fear, you're in fear of something. Say you got suspended from school. There's fear in there. You're gonna get in trouble by your parents, right? Let's just use that example for an example. You can fight it. Maybe that's not the best example, but you can run away from it, flight, run away from home. I don't know. I don't like that example. Let's use the gun example. Somebody pull a gun out on you. What are you gonna do? You gonna fight back? You gonna fight? You gonna run away, flight, or you gonna freeze? The answer to that question will tell you a lot about yourself. It will tell you a lot about how you handle things. It'll help you sift through those trying times. I tell my kids, like, yo, you gotta have a pre-recorded response to fear, because you could freeze, and that's the thing we don't want. Never, never, ever freeze. I shouldn't say never. Sometimes it might be a good situation to freeze. It might be a good situation to take flight and run away, live to fight another day. But in practical, everyday life terms, we gotta fight, man. We gotta keep fighting. Gotta keep fighting. Gotta believe in ourselves. Supreme confidence. Supreme confidence, supreme belief in one's own abilities. And then do something with that. Affect change. I look at myself like, man, I'm not put on this earth to just be fucking average, normal, regular. Fuck all that. I'm just so ready to live now. I'm just so ready to live now. Like, I've been living to this point, but I would say within, I closed my gym down coming up on 2 years, so about 1.5 years now. And it's been a journey from that point, just switching hustles, switching interests, you know what I mean? Finding out, what I really love to do, shit like that. I'm trying to pop this. I'm afraid to hold this shit. We gotta really live our lives. Honestly, truly. We gotta live our lives unapologetically, unbeknownst to anyone else. Because when it's all said and done, that's it. It's over. Ain't no respawn button. No, you can't, further work on your ideas. Press play on that shit today. All the ideas and dreams that I've had for myself, set forth for myself, I'm gonna put that shit into motion. I promise. Promise. I'm gonna sort it all out and then systematically implement it into my life. And just be happy with the results, whatever that is. I was talking to my lady yesterday, and she said that she heard Usain Bolt say one time. We was talking about fitness. He was like, "Man, I've been training 4 years for 10 seconds. Training 4 years for a 10-second race. Some people will quit after 2 to 3 days. They didn't see they'll quit after a month. After they don't see no results." And I found that to be very interesting. I love that she shared that with me because that's real. It's too real. Larry June say, "I can't do business with no nigga that be giving up." I can't do business with people that I don't even want to fuck with people that be giving up on themselves. Don't be giving up on yourself. If you give up on you, there's nobody to save you. I saw Jameis Winston say, I don't know when he said it, but he was like, so many people put themselves down. Like, that's the craziest thought. I know what that feels like, not to put yourself down, but to just be in the dumps. Like, I saw Joe Rogan saying, like, stay away from unhappy and unlucky people. Misery loves company. Keep that shit away from me, yo. And I apologize to those who have seen me at my lowest moments, and I may have pulled down your energy. I apologize, because that ain't how I'm coming with it. Not no more. I'm just thankful. I'm just thankful to be alive again, man. Rest in peace to Natalia. Rest in peace to all my homies. This one hit different though. Like, I'm thankful though. Thankful that I'm in a better space personally than as of late. I'm recalibrating the life that I want to live. So I'm thankful, man. I just want to hop on here and talk my shit. I'm gonna just continuously talk my shit and press play on all my goals. One of my goals is to do my thing on YouTube. So here we are, man. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Stay locked into all things OGPOV Universe. Subscribe to the channel, youtube.com/@OGPOV Universe. Follow my personal page, Money Never Made Me Being Broke Dead, MNVRMMBBD. The voice of the voiceless, hopeless. Money never made me being broke dead.